This is CBS 11 News Now.
Evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Doug Dunbar.
And I'm Kaylee O'Kelly. Before you board that flight, let's take a look at your travel forecast.
Thanks, Doug and Kelly, for traveling to the north, possibly connecting through parts of Kansas, even in Nebraska. There are some travel troubles there because of some storms popping up. Severe weather potential continuing as we go through the next few hours. Overnight tonight, that low pressure pulls its way to the northeast and everything quiets down. But still the potential of seeing some storms in parts of Indiana, then stretching into parts of Kentucky going into tomorrow morning, then into the afternoon hours. With more heat of the day, potential of more storms developing, possibly if you're connecting through St. Louis, maybe some delays there. Staying closer towards Texas, seeing Austin and San Antonio pretty warm the next few days. Temperatures getting very close to the 100-degree mark. In Houston, seeing 93 degrees by Friday with partly cloudy skies on the way. If you're headed to New Orleans instead, have that umbrella close by. Scattered showers and storms in the forecast. 86 tomorrow, Thursday 86, and then by Friday drying out and 87 degrees rounding out the week. In Atlanta, seeing 89 tomorrow, then the heat of the day on Thursday and Friday, that moisture in place. There's the potential of some afternoon storms popping up with temperatures still in the upper 80s. In Miami tomorrow, 86, and then the same story for Thursday and Friday. Better chance of some rain also rounding out your work week. In Charlotte, seeing 94 tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. By Thursday, more sunshine on the way in 92, and then rounding out Friday, we'll see 89 degrees with scattered storms back into the forecast. Same frontal boundaries kind of working its way to the east just a bit more. So tomorrow in Washington, D.C., I expect storms in the morning, then a small cool down Thursday into Friday as temperatures will top out about 83 degrees. And that small cool down also on the way in Philadelphia. Partly cloudy tomorrow in 83, then only 79 degrees by Friday with scattered storms in the forecast. In New York City, really cool temperatures compared to here in North Texas. 73 degrees on Thursday for the high temperature with mostly sunny skies and maybe some showers going into Friday night, and only 68 as you go into Friday afternoon. Now Chicago seeing 91 tomorrow, 93 Thursday, and then storms back in the forecast Friday with 90 degrees. In Denver, temperatures in the mid to the upper 80s with lots of sunshine on the way. In Phoenix, seeing 105 warming to 110 by Friday as this ridge of high pressure builds in with sunny skies. And pretty much the same story in Las Vegas. 99 then warms to 107 degrees by Friday with that sunshine continuing. And in Los Angeles, there's that cooler, nice air. 74 degrees Thursday, Friday, sunny skies, and 77. And that is your travel forecast. Have a safe flight. Make it a great night.
All right, Scott, thanks. Nearly 20 members of a Penn State fraternity are waiting to hear if they will stand trial for the death of Timothy Piazza. 19-year-old died after a hazing ritual at the Beta Theta Pi house back in February.
His blood alcohol level 4 times the legal driving limit. In court, surveillance video of the frat party was shown publicly for the first time. DeMarco Morgan was in the Pennsylvania courtroom.
What was supposed to be Timothy Piazza's first night in this fraternity house as a Beta Theta Pi brother ended up being his last. 12 security cameras captured the Penn State sophomore slowly dying from his injuries to his head and spleen, sustained during a series of falls.
The video shows a barbaric death. A young man who was struggling, who was sick, who was ill, who was in pain.
Piazza fell down the basement stairs shortly before 11:30 p.m. Fraternity brothers found Piazza bruised and unconscious. Video shows him hitting him or pouring liquid on his face in an apparent effort to revive him.
The video speaks volumes in regard to my client's innocence.
Attorney William Brennan represents Joseph Ems, whom the grand jury said struck Piazza in the abdomen while he was unconscious.
The video I saw, fuzzy as it is, Joey may have reached down to arouse him, but he certainly didn't punch him. And it's
But does it
clear,
concern you that Joey didn't call for help, didn't call
well,
police?
he's not charged with that. It concerns me that no one called for help until 11 o'clock the next day.
Piazza was largely left alone during the early morning hours. In the footage, he staggers, collapses, and slams his head. At times, he writhes on the floor in obvious distress. He apparently fell down the basement stairs a second time, and by the time Piazza was found hours later, a detective who watched the video said he looked like a corpse. Piazza's family left the courtroom before the videos were played.
The videotape was simply stated too painful for the Piazzas to watch.
The judge has yet to set a new hearing date, but the fraternity, which is also a defendant in the case, told CBS News it has confidence in the judicial system that due process and justice can and will be served. DeMarco Morgan, CBS News, Bellefonte, Pennsylvania.
Prosecutors obtained nearly 13 hours of security cam footage. About 3 hours of that footage played out in court.
Former Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Michael Irvin firing back today against a woman accusing him of sexual assault.
Nothing happened period. There was no sexual contact whatsoever. Nothing happened, period.
That was Irvin earlier today addressing claims that he drugged and raped a 27-year-old woman at a Fort Lauderdale hotel last March. Irvin said that he considers that woman, in fact, a longtime friend. Police closed its investigation. They have now turned the case over to the state attorney's office. That happened Thursday last week.
And the Broward State Attorney's Office needs to step up to the plate, not in a day, not in a week, not in a month. They need to step up to the plate now, and after reviewing that evidence, come forward and say, this case is closed.
Well, they've not done that as of yet. The state attorney's office in Broward County in Florida says its investigation remains active.
Miss Black Texas and her attorney are criticizing an investigation of her arrest. She will not be facing criminal charges after she was arrested last month, but she is not completely satisfied with the outcome of a related investigation. The second probe involves Commerce Police Chief Carrie Cruz. At the time of her arrest, Ponder said someone with a badge made racist and sexist slurs. Ponder was Miss Black Texas 2016, and she accused Cruz of this. An independent investigation cleared the chief, but Ponder's attorney says it didn't address everything.
I did trust the law, and the law did come into play, and it did show that I did not do anything wrong, and I am happy about that.
The Commerce Police Chief had been on administrative leave. He will now be reinstated.
American Airlines has decided to give an inch, 1 inch. The Fort Worth-based airline backtracking on a previous plan to shrink the seat pitch to 29 inches in main coach on their new Boeing 737 MAX aircraft that they're waiting on. American announced today to increase the seat pitch to 30 inches from 29. What does that mean? It translates to the space between your knees and that seat in front of you, which isn't a whole lot nowadays. In a memo, American's president says it is clear today airline customers feel increasingly frustrated by their experiences and less valued when they fly. This is the right call for customers and the right call for our team members who take care of them. American will start flying those new 737 MAXs this coming fall.
That moment when you're really happy you're 5'0".
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this CBS 11 News Update.
Something I've never experienced. We'll see you right back here in less than an hour.
This has been CBS 11.